Welcome everybody to Blerdlines. We are about to watch Avengers Doomsday, the new trailer just dropped.
We're going to need a miracle.
So we just watched the trailer for Avengers Doomsday, and we were underwhelmed. No, we were just whelmed, or just maybe lower whelmed.
Whelmed. I like whelmed because
Whelmed,
it's a Young Justice reference. I
whelmed. Yep,
mean,
that's
in
why I said
truth,
it. That's why I said it.
this is once again nothing. It's just a bunch of images
Yep.
and action sequences and generic VO. We couldn't get a line from Reed Richards to say, we faced this threat before and he's nothing like you will ever face. Like, what is going on in this film?
After watching this, I was like, "You're right." It was just a bunch of action sequences. It was a bunch of posing. It was a bunch of just like iconic and randomness, and then you're like,
Them using their
okay,
powers. Everybody used their powers. That was what we saw. Everybody used their powers, and Thor gave a Captain America-esque speech, and then at the end we see him. And there's something about the way this is shot. It looks. I'm almost certain some of this is AI, man. It doesn't look crispy like it used to.
The saturation is weird. Yeah.
The official premise is 14 months after the events of Thunderbolts, asterisk, groups of heroes from three different universes, the Avengers, Wakandans, and New Avengers from Earth 616, the Fantastic Four from Earth 828, and the original, quotes, X-Men from a separate universe converge to face the existential threat of Doctor Doom. So
once a goobly 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 That's what that was.
Between the contents of that trailer and the premise that you just read, this says to me they did not write anything until they got on set.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, write the goddamn movie before you get on set. Have some idea what it's gonna be. Why do they insist on doing it like this?
I think with Infinity War and Endgame, they were lucky that they had the 20-year buildup.
Right.
Whether it was started as an accident or as just pure whatever, filmmakers doing their thing and they built on it. There was still a build towards what we got. Okay.
Right.
And
you don't have that this go around.
You don't have that. And so with the Russos, if you go and objectively look at Infinity War and Endgame, you see that this doesn't have a solid script, but it has a strong foundation that they can work off and build a 3-act probably on set, because all you need to do is probably, in their case, probably write the key scenes. I can see that this doesn't seem to have any clear direction as to where it's going to be going.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it doesn't.
Who is Doom? In our story and what we've seen so far, Doom is nobody. Only thing we got a glimpse of him was in Fantastic Four, and that was that. Then you have a lot of gobbledygook about RDJ coming back as Doom, which I thought was even, like D said, is even worse, because it would have been cool if it was like, oh, yo, Doom's gonna be played by Giancarlo, or he's gonna be played by blah 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 blah. We'd be like, okay, this could be interesting. I want to see how they do it,
or surprise the shit out of us. Because I think
even
if
better.
you kept that secret and dropped on people in the movie theater that Robert Downey Jr. is Doom, that would have been a hell of a surprise. No one would have seen that coming.
And it's funny because it's starting to look like a Marvel crossover event. And what do we get with Marvel crossover events? You get a bunch of books, a one loose story that ties them all together, and then a bunch of individual stories. The better crossovers, each book is crucial to that crossover and adds a good thing. The worst ones, it's literally just one loose story slapped together with like 8 different books, which means there's 30 different characters, and so it's more of a cash grab, right? It's like, oh, I got to get all the books, I got to make sure I get this event, and there's 60 books, so as a collector I want to collect all of them so I can read the whole story.
Yeah, it looked more like a trailer for a video game, to be honest. Not even like a contemporary video game, or like a video game from like the 2000s where you had like the generic villain, and then you had you see all the heroes doing their powers in the game, and then at the end you see the villain, like
the big boss.
Yeah, exactly. The big boss do something to the hero that, oh my God, he did. And what more, oh my God, could there be than him stopping Thor's hammer?
We've done somebody catching Thor's hammer before. We've done Captain America catching the hammer before. Like it's been done. Like come on, man. Like and I mean there is some poignancy to Steve Rogers showing up and that being the way that they prove that it's him. That's cool, I guess.
This is
But
the
like,
drama going back to when this was originally supposed to be Avengers Kang Dynasty. And I wasn't too confident in who they had writing that movie because it was the same person that wrote
Ant-Man 3.
Yes, Ant-Man 3
right, yes.
wrote that. So when I found out he was writing Kang Dynasty, I was like, yeah, it might be a disaster anyway. But when they blew that up, now you see the result because this is not as coherent as what probably could have been with something that they were already kind of building either in the TV and or in some of the movies with the multiverse. I didn't even know Tom Hiddleston was back. I thought that was done too.
Loki makes sense if you're doing the multiverse thing because his whole he's Idris Elba, the World Tree, I think he's called Idris. Yeah, so it makes sense that he's in it and that the TVA and by extension Loki play a role in a multiversal story arc, so that I'm not surprised that he's in it.
They haven't moved on, and as a result of the blowing up the Kang Dynasty, they had to go back to
pivot, right?
the familiar, right? Because what we see is a bunch of gimmick and nostalgia, and it don't get no worse than that when it's gimmick and nostalgia working together, and that's the last shot. That's what we had.
Yeah,
I'm worried.
Damn.
I'm worried. I
went back and rewatched Fantastic Four recently. Again, it's super enjoyable. It's not a great movie, but I can watch it and it's cool. It has its points, but the Doom part at the end is completely wasted. Like we didn't need it would have been better if we didn't see him at all, or we had a full conversation between him and Reed, so we established that Doom is someone that Reed fears, or that Reed is someone that Doom fears, or vice versa.
I was going to say, at the very least, he's a contemporary.
Yes,
he's someone on par with Reed, who is like a bizarro Reed Richards.
If they had established and developed him in the background instead of Mole Man.
Shout out to that actor, man. He out here.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, the actor was fun. They wrote it in a fun way. But then when you think about this and then the scene that they tacked on at the end with by the way, from behind, that could have been the PA who just put on the costume. The costume. No. And it probably was. I seriously doubt they paid Robert Downey Jr. to do that. Like, there was no way that was Robert Downey Jr. And if it was, he did them a serious favor.
Now they're going to have to do the work to establish Doom. And, it's probably going to be some deft storytelling like what they did with Thanos.
Most likely. That's probably what they're going to do. Yeah.
That's the thing. There's too many things that have been done already that just in the trailer alone that I'm just like, I don't know. Listen, I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I want
to be pleasantly surprised.
Yes,
you're willing to be pleasantly surprised.
I want to go to the theater and have my wig blown back. You know what I'm saying? Like I want that, but I
do too on a matinee ticket.
I have concern. I'm not going to do a matinee, but
I said matinee.
But I have concerns.
And even now, and everyone else forgets this, that the MCU as it is, it really didn't become that until about 5 to 6 years in, which is about 4 or 5 movies. Like they were kind of doing one-offs first. Yeah, it was not planned. They literally was like, here's all our money into Iron Man. We hope this works. And it did. Okay, let's make Incredible Hulk. Okay, let's make Captain America. Okay, let's make Thor. Then they started to be like, okay, like how can we put this together? Then they started to put it together.
Let's do the Avengers, yeah. To that point, a lot of the greatness of the early MCU was happenstance. It was a lot of trying things, seeing what would work, and then building from there. Now what they have is self-indulgence.
Yeah.
And listen, we're not hating. We're saying this. If you're a fan and they're asking you to pay for Infinity Vision and all this stuff, IMAX, and a $30 a piece, $60 ticket, they should be given some quality, and they got the money and the ability to do it. Like right now, I have no desire to go see this in the theaters. If they show me something that changes that, I'll be there. But right now, it's firmly in the, I think I'll
get to it.
Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. And if you guys see it in premiere and you're like, yo, you're totally wrong, it's a pleasant surprise. I trust you enough to where I'll be in there. the next opportunity I get, but right now it's not there for me.
And I think I want to stress that point. We want to be wrong. Like, as much as we're lambasting this trailer and we're like, oh, this looks like whatever, we don't want these things to be the way that they are. We want them to be good. We want to go see these things and come back with tongues wagging and just like, holy shit, we were wrong. Like, we would love nothing more than to be wrong. I want Infinity Vision to be the most amazing thing ever. I know it's not going to be. I wrote to Marvel when I was a kid about Secret Wars. I wanted a Secret Wars animated series when Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends were still on television. I wrote to Stan Soapbox. That's how hardcore I wanted a Secret Wars, something not in the comic books, in some other medium. So there is a small part of my pea-brain 8-year-old mind that is hyped for Secret Wars. There's the adult part of me that sees what's happening right now and it's tempering all of that. And it's really heartbreaking. But we want it to be good. So don't mistake all this misanthropy for...
They want it to be good.
You want it to be good too. You don't want it to be bad.
I'm indifferent. If it's good, I'm pleasantly surprised. If it's bad, I'm just like, hey, I knew it. No. I'm joking in terms of I don't want it to be bad. But what I'm saying is my guys over here, they are the fans. What I am is I'm like curious. When is this thing gonna turn around? And I'll be there for it. I'll jump right back on the bandwagon.
And that right there is a good place to leave it. As always, thanks for listening to us rant about nerdy shit. We probably talk about this even more. But are we excited?
No.
Are we gonna see it? Two out of three of us will see it on day one.
We'll all see it. We'll all see it.
We'll all see it, but at our own time.
Eventually.
I'm just gonna Dr. Manhattan it. It'll be a time at my choosing, and I'll be there watching Avengers Doomsday.
You've already seen it if that's the case.
I probably have. Mm-hmm. And as you can see, my mood hasn't changed. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
Well, once again, this is Blerdlines. Like, follow, subscribe, hit us up on the Discord, and we are out.